Luis Suarez to Juventus, Gab?
Well, it looks like it's certainly been resolved pretty quickly. Luis Suarez has an agreement in principle with Juventus. He's taking a pay cut, incidentally, cutting his wages by about a third relative to what he was making in Barcelona in exchange for what's likely to be a 3-year deal. However, Luis Suarez, perhaps in contrast to Gareth Bale, who I imagine we'll get to at some point, is saying, okay, look, I'm just going to leave, but you guys got to give me a little bit of money to go away. So that seems to be the one final sticking point here. Can he get, sort of a golden farewell from Barcelona, who, it gives you a sense of the state of the club right now, that they would rather pay money to Suarez to go away so that they can cut the wage bill, rather than hold out for a fee of some kind.
A couple of issues being highlighted with this move, Craig. We'll start off with the Chiellini biting, sort of elephant in the room. Does that play any part? It seems a strange question to ask, but will he mind? Does it matter?
Will he mind? Well, look, clearly that was a crazy incident amongst many in Luis Suarez's career, it has to be said. But I don't think so. I think what you do here is you make a phone call if the move is, if everything's, done and dusted. You make a phone call, you make a beeline for him in the dressing room, or before you get to training, you go around the house and you sort it out. And I'm sure they're manly enough to do so. And I'm sure Suarez, and he has already admitted the stupidity of the incident. I think the bigger issue here is, and I've always been a huge fan of this player, but his fitness, his form, and lastly, with a 36-year-old, I believe Ronaldo still there, his mobility. And I think that with those two at the club in that front line, that would be kind of a worry. That that's a slightly immobile front pairing, if you want to call it a pairing. But in terms of quality, there's no question about it. But in terms of mobility with those two, and we've talked about Ronaldo before and how his role has changed over the last 2 or 3 years, that would be the only concern about how you're going to balance those two players.
Ronaldo, 35. I know he's looking rough at the moment. Gab?
35.
What's the reaction been? Do you think this works for you?
Well, I think they're going to have to try to shift Higuain, of course, to make this work between now and the end of the transfer window. Look, Juventus, you've seen this last couple of years. They have a very short-termist attitude. They pick up veterans on free transfers who they think can help them win straight away. It's not just him. It's you saw it with Khedira, you saw it with Blaise Matuidi. The other guy that they're linked with, incidentally, is Edin Dzeko, who I believe is even older than Luis Suarez. That's the reality of Juventus right now. They're not taking a longer view. As far as Suarez and Chiellini are concerned, they have met before. They're both grown-ups. Oh. Look, unless Suarez gets hungry again and starts taking big bites
come on,
you're
better than that. You're better than that, Gab. Come on.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.